Good morning. So we have started our chapter 6, Introduction to Trigonometry, and we have learned some new trigonometric ratios. Okay, so what were the trigonometric ratios that we had learned? Can we name it? Yes, we have seen sine, cosine, tan, secant, cosecant, cot. Okay, and then we have studied how these ratios are forming. Okay, as we can see, only from the basic trigonometric ratios, which are sine, cos, you should learn by heart that, because actually from that ratios itself you can generate the remaining ratios. We know that tan is equal to, or tan A is equal to sine A divided by cos A, and cosec, sec, and cot are the reciprocals of sine, cos, and tan respectively. Okay, and using these informations, we have solved some examples also. So I think I can share the screen. See, we have studied sine, cosine, tan, cosec, secant, and cot. And again, sine means opposite side by hypotenuse, and cosine means adjacent side by hypotenuse, and then tan means opposite side divided by adjacent side, and then cosec means 1 divided by sine. So the reciprocal of sine, which means hypotenuse divided by opposite side. Similarly, secant is equal to the reciprocal of cos, that is hypotenuse divided by adjacent side, and cot is equal to the reciprocal of tan, which is adjacent side by opposite side. Okay, so far we have learned and we have used these informations to solve some problems also, and we have solved till example 4. Okay, now only one example is remaining in this section, but I had told in the last class actually you can do this example 5. So how many of you have done it? Actually this example is very simple. Only previous we have learned so far, nothing to be there isn't any tricky such kind of questions. Okay, so let us do our example 5. In triangle OPQ, you are given a triangle OPQ which is right angled at P. Okay, OP is equal to 7 centimeter and OQ minus PQ is equal to 1 centimeter. Determine the values sin Q and cos Q, which means you have to find the sine value and cosine value of this angle. That is the main question. And the informations given. See, in the previous questions, we have given directly the length of the sides, but here only one side. See, OP is given to you directly, but OQ and PQ are not given. Instead, a relation connecting these two values are given to you, which is OQ minus PQ is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay, so suppose, of course, we can make use of Pythagoras theorem. When we use Pythagoras theorem, what we can write? We can write OQ squared. Okay, OQ squared is equal to OP squared plus PQ squared. Okay, but the thing is how we will substitute. We know the value of OP, that's okay. We can write substitute directly as 7 squared. But what about this OQ and OP? I mean OQ and PQ? Means if we are taking the value OQ as it is, then instead of this OQ, we can substitute the value in terms of PQ. Means I'll show you. Say if I am writing, okay, I will make it capital. OQ is equal to 1 plus PQ. Is it correct? Obviously it is correct. Okay, so instead of OQ, we can write 1 plus PQ, and we can directly apply our Pythagoras theorem, right? So that's how we are moving or solving this question. Okay, see, by our Pythagoras theorem, we can write OQ squared is equal to OP squared plus PQ squared. And again, instead of this OQ, as I have shown you, we are substituting 1 plus PQ. So 1 plus PQ whole squared is equal to OP squared plus PQ squared. Okay, and then we are expanding it. 1 plus PQ squared plus 2PQ, which is equal to this. And again, we can cancel this PQ squared and PQ squared. And what is remaining? What is the value of OP? OP is given as 7. So OP squared means 7 squared. That is 1 plus 2PQ is equal to 7 squared. And solving this, we can find, what do you mean by, what is the value of 7 squared? It is 49. 49 minus 1 is equal to 48. Therefore, PQ is 48 divided by 2, which is 24 centimeter. So we have found PQ is equal to 24 centimeter. See, we have found the PQ as 24 centimeter. Therefore, OQ should be how much? It should be 25. So we have found PQ and OQ. Now what we want to find? Sine Q. What is sine Q? Sine means opposite, or in this case, sine Q is equal to opposite side, which is OP divided by the hypotenuse OQ. Therefore, OP is 7, hypotenuse is OQ, which is how much? 25. Therefore, sine Q is 7 by 25, and cos Q means adjacent side. Adjacent side here is PQ, and the value of PQ is 24. Therefore, cos Q is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. That is 24 divided by 25. Okay. So actually that's about this section, and we have you can directly apply these all informations in solving these exercises. Actually, these exercises are very easy to solve, and if you have doubts, you can ask me. I will clear it. Okay, and now we are going to our section 8.3, trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. See, let us consider the previous examples we have solved here. Okay, consider this question. Here we are given an arbitrary value of angle, which is named as theta. Okay, we don't know the value of theta. Fine. And in solving these all questions, we are naming all the angles as either as angle CAB or angle PQR, okay, or sine Q. You see, in this question you are asked sine B is equal to sine Q. So the value of B means the angle or the Q. We don't know it. Only there we are naming it. Okay, but now in this section 8.3, we will learn specifically some values for the trigonometric ratios. Say for example, we will learn trigonometric ratios of 45 degree. What is the peculiarity of 45 degree? And we have to by heart the values of sine 45, cos 45, tan 45, sec, cosec, cot. Again, in the same process, we only need to by heart sine 45 and cos 45, because actually it is only from that sine 45 and cos 45 we can derive the tan 45 and the remaining reciprocals. Okay, so in this first trigonometric ratio of 45 degree, I will show you the process in which we are deriving the values of specific trigonometric ratios. There are some more angles, but I will just give you the answer. We don't need that steps. Okay, so I will show you. As you can see, consider the triangle ABC, which is right angled at B. One angle is 45. Suppose this angle A is 45. Then angle C should also be 45, because this is the right angle. So 90 degree. We know that the sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180. So it should also be 45. Clear? Now, then the other angle is also 45. So I can write angle A is equal to angle C is equal to 45 degree. Now we are going to say one thing. Since these two angles are 45 degree, we can say that the corresponding opposite sides are also equal. You have learned that, which means this triangle, this right angle triangle is an isosceles triangle. Okay, that's the peculiarity. So this is an isosceles triangle, which means if I take the value of the side BC as A, suppose I'm just denoting it as A, it means AB will also be how much? A. The value of A the value of the side AB will also be A. Then by using Pythagoras theorem, we can write or we can find the value of AC also. How we will find the value of AC? AC is equal to square root of AB squared plus BC squared. Okay, so I will show you the process. So BC is equal to AB. Now suppose BC is equal to AB is equal to A, and by using Pythagoras theorem we can say AC squared is equal to AB squared plus BC squared, which is equal to A squared plus A squared is equal to 2A squared, and therefore AC is equal to, we can see the 2A squared, therefore AC is equal to A root 2, which means we have found the value of AC as how much it is? A root 2. Okay, just wait, A root 2. Okay, now when we make use of the definition, we know what is sine 45. See, if we are taking this value sine 45, what is the value of sine 45? Sine 45 means opposite side by hypotenuse, that is BC divided by AC. See, BC divided by AC, and what is the value of BC? BC is equal to A, and AC is equal to A root 2. We can cancel this A, and the final answer will be sine 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. Similarly, cos 45 is equal to how much? Cos 45 is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side here is also A, and hypotenuse is A root 2. Therefore, we can write AB divided by AC, that is A divided by A root 2, and A gets cancelled, and we can write it as 1 divided by root 2. Okay, so what is the value of tan 45? Actually, this is enough. What is tan 45? It is actually sin 45 divided by cos 45. Since both of these quantities are equal, tan 45 should be equal to 1. Okay. And similarly, cosec 45 is equal to 1 divided by sin 45, that is 1 divided by 1 by root 2. I mean the reciprocal of 1 by root 2, which is root 2. Similarly, we can find sec 45 is equal to root 2 and cot 45 is equal to 1. Don't worry about this. Oh, sir, we have to by heart all this. Actually, you have to learn all this. But it is very easy. Why is it easy? Because you only need to by heart these two quantities, that is sin 45 and cos 45 is only needed, because actually from that values itself you can find the remaining values. Okay, in the same manner, means in the same way, we can find the values of trigonometric ratios at 30 degree, 60 degree, 0 degree and 90 degree. All these values we want to by heart. Okay, and in order to find these ratios we use different methods. Okay, and we don't need that method. You don't have to by heart that method. Only the value is to be by hearted. So I am not showing all the each and every method is not shown to you. Only a table where you will see all the trigonometric ratios and the angles. You have to by heart it. And again, I will teach you an easy method for by hearting all the ratios. No problem. Okay. So I am going to show you a table. See, angle A 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. And again, sin A, cos A, tan A, cosec A, sec A, cot A. Fine. So how will you learn this? Here, sin 0 is equal to 0. You know how to read this. Or sin 30 is equal to 1 by 2. And sin 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. Then sin 60 is equal to root 3 by 2. And then sin 90 is equal to 1. Similarly, cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2. This is how you know how to denote it. Fine. Now I will show you how we can learn it. Actually, you have to by heart sin value. The value of trigonometric ratios of having angles 0, 30 degree, 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree. You have to by heart it. There is no shortcut. This, I mean, the first row, you have to by heart it. Okay. See, sin 0 is equal to 0. Okay. One more thing, I will show you the value of sin A will be increasing from 0 to 1. It is getting increased. Okay. So first we will be having 0, then it is increasing to 0.5, then it is being increased to 1 divided by 1.414, and then root 3 by 2, which is 1.732 divided by 2, and finally 1. That is sin 90 is equal to 1. You have to by heart it. There is no shortcut. Okay. But look at cos A. Actually, the cos A is the sin A, the value of sin A is being reversed. Look, the value of cos A is being just written in the reverse order. See, 1 is here, 1 is here, then root 3 by 2 is here, 1 by root 2 remains same, then 1 by 2 comes here, and then 0 comes here. Easy? Okay. And then, as we have seen, these two ratios are the primary ratios. From these two ratios, we can derive the remaining ratios, the values of remaining ratios. Okay. So I think it is clear to you. Now look for the value of tan A. Just look here. Tan A will be sin A divided by cos A, that is 0 divided by 1, which will be 0. Then tan 30 will be how much? Sin 30 divided by cos 30. See, when we divide these two gets cancelled and the remaining is 1 divided by root 3. Okay, then 1 divided by root 2 divided by 1 by root 2. The answer is 1. And then here also when we divide it, this 2 gets cancelled and the answer is root 3. And then finally tan 90 is equal to sin 90 divided by cos 90. And again 1 divided by 0. We know that such a value is not defined. So is it clear to you? And then you can find now what is cosec or the remaining ratios. Just take the reciprocals of these three ratios. Okay, I think it is clear to you. Okay, so in either way, all of you should be or should by heart the values of sin A, cos A, and tan A at any cost. You have to by heart it. And I have told you easy way for learning it, because even if I ask you what is the value of sec, you can seek not sec 30. Suppose I am asking you sec 30, then you can think what is the value of cos 30. Cos 30 will be how much? Root 3 by 2. Okay, so the reciprocal of cos will be giving me the value of sec. So sec 30 is 1 divided by cos 30, and cos 30 is equal to root 3 divided by 2. Therefore sec 30 will be 2 by root 3. Okay, that's how you can think. You don't need to by heart cosec, sec, and cot A. Just learn sin A and cos A. Actually from that itself we can learn tan A also. Okay, so all of you should be learning these values of ratios. Clear? And specifically you will need it for competitive exams also. Some questions we will do such kind of questions, just preliminary level. It's not higher, especially when you go to +1 and +2, we can see many variety of questions where we can use this. And one more thing, in higher secondary level, when you go there, you can see in physics, you will see where we can apply these informations. Many instances are there. Okay, so by heart these values, so that you can save more time in exam. Otherwise you have to think. Actually by solving some, not just some, many examples, you will automatically by heart the values. Okay, if it is clear, we can go to our example 6. In triangle ABC, which is right angled at B, see this triangle, AB is equal to 5 centimeter. See, AB is equal to 5 centimeter. And angle ACB is equal to 30 degree. Angle ACB is equal to 30 degree. Determine the lengths of side BC, and we want to find BC and AC. In the previous examples, we were given two informations where the length of the sides, okay, length of the two sides will be given. We have to use the Pythagoras theorem to find the remaining side, and then we will find the trigonometric ratios. But look here, we are given a different way. See here we are given the length of one side and one angle is given. Actually two angles are given, okay, because it is a right triangle, so it is 90 degree obviously. So it is given angle C is equal to 30 degree, therefore angle A will be 60 degree. Never mind, we don't need that. Okay, we want to find the length of the sides BC and AC. We want to find BC and AC. Clear? So look at our trigonometric ratios of our first ratio, sin 30, or just sin A. What is sin A? Sin A is opposite side by hypotenuse. And specifically here, if we are taking sin 30, what is the measurement? AB divided by AC. Okay, so the value of AB is known. We want to find the value of AC. What about sin 30? Since we are learning these trigonometric ratios for the first time, I will show you now. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. Okay. So instead of this sine 30, we can write 1 by 2. Okay. See, sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2, which is equal to 5 divided by AC, and AC is equal to cross multiplying. Therefore, AC is equal to 10 centimeter. Okay. So we just found out the value of AC as 10 centimeter. And then there are two ways, alternative ways. Many ways actually in mathematics, there are many ways for solving the same question. We only need the correct answer. And I am not saying this is the only method. No problem. You can write in different way as you like it, because we can sometimes we can use, not sometimes, here we can use Pythagoras theorem, because we know hypotenuse and one side. So we can find the square root of 10 squared minus 5 squared, that is 100 minus 5, that is 100 minus 25, that is 75, square root of 75. So it will be 5 root 3. Okay. Or sometime, or maybe you are not comfortable with using Pythagoras theorem, you can use look at the next our trigonometric ratio. What is the value of cos A? Cos A will be adjacent side by hypotenuse, and now we have found the hypotenuse also. But what is specifically cos 30? I will show you. Cos 30 will be root 3 by 2. Okay. So instead of this cos 30, just write root 3 by 2. That is root 3 by 2 is equal to BC. BC divided by hypotenuse, which is 10. So I am cancelling 2 and 10. So I will get the value of BC as 5 root 3. In either case, both are same. And again, or you can directly apply. See, what is the value of tan C? Look at tan C. Tan C will be opposite side by adjacent side, and we know the value of tan 30, which is 1 by root 3. So 5 by BC is equal to 1 by root 3, and BC is equal to 5 root 3. And again, there are many ways for solving such kind of questions. Or you can use which one? Sines. We have found this is 90 degree, and this is 30 degree, and this should be 60 degree, since the sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So that angle A should be 60 degree. In that way, just find cos 30 and cos 60. Okay, in that way, or sin 60, opposite side by hypotenuse. In that way also you can find the value. Okay, there are many ways for solving this kind of questions. Am I clear to you? It is according to our thinking we can solve it, according to our wish. There is no limitation. Only you solve this in this way, no problem. Whichever method or whichever way in you where you are comfortable, you can use that method to solve it, no problem. But whatever method you use, the answer should be correct. That's must. Okay. So say suppose if you have used a unknown method and the answer is wrong, I can't give you a mark. No problem. If you use an unknown method, but the steps and the answer is correct, I will give you full mark, no problem. Clear? So now we will have another example also, and I think we can do that example in the next class. And I'm not going for the next example only because all of you should by heart this table, specifically the values of sine A and cos A, where A is equal to 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. That is must. Okay. if you learn this and then you come to the next class, you can easily solve the problems. Okay, because see, in suppose if you have already learned it, then you will be thinking what is the value of sine 30, then you are again learning, you are remembering what you have learned, so you are again relearning it, revision, kind of revision, so you will learn again. Okay, and in that way we will be moving further. So all of you go through these sections and by heart this, I have shown you by heart this, and if you find any difficulty in learning or any in understanding any questions we have solved, you can just ask me, no problem. Okay, so don't think that, oh, I have enough time, I will learn tomorrow. No, learn it today itself. Okay, because you will think this, oh, it is very easy, but now if you don't learn it the day, then it will be difficult. As the day goes higher, then you will find it difficult, so confusion, you will find it confusion. Okay, just to avoid that and learn better, if you learn it that day itself. Okay, so all of you go through the class and the questions and by heart that, and ask me if you have any doubts. So thank you.